Hey, hi, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Thursday, the 1st of July, 2021. Happy July. Happy 1st of the month. I went back and took a look at the cards on June 1st. Just felt guided to see what was going on then, because I remember saying that oftentimes the reading on the 1st of the month can set a tone for the month. And the cards that we had that day, if I can recall all of them, I think we had the Emperor, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, Three of Wands, Knight of Cups, and there's one more that I cannot recall at the moment. No matter though. I just thought I'd mention them. You know, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, the Emperor, powerful, right? Two of Cups in there too. And so the Two of Cups, I often feel like the Two of Cups is a building card. You know, it's two energies coming together in a very fair and expansive way. It is strengthening. It is a deepening bond, right? And our connection to the vision that we have for the development of our life is quite a bond within self-relationship, isn't it? And it is the harmonization of divine masculine, divine feminine within. So to have the Emperor, the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, and still one more I can't remember. Those are really amazing cards for us because the Emperor is the father of the tarot, right? And he is overseeing everything that's unfolding within the Two of Cups. And then the Four of Wands is the happiest card in tarot. So we've been building on that vision with the experience of an emperor. And I kind of feel like today's reading is a little bit of a progress report to, check in and see what's going on in the divine order of things on our own foundation. So before we get started, do hit the thumbs up. Deeply appreciated. It moves all the videos around on YouTube so everybody can enjoy them. The July monthlies are up on the channel. They're linked for you in a playlist at the end of this video. And let's see what our spirit animal is for the day. We have Whale Spirit. Nice. We saw this one recently. Trust the Great Mystery. Yeah, this is a card about depth. So I feel, and it's a whale, so it's ocean, it's water, it's intuition. I feel we're going deep into our intuitive knowing, and we're bringing that to the surface for ourselves. Our Lenormand card, oh, we're not just bringing it to the surface. Ooh, we're bringing it on high here. That's great. Yeah, and it's, the mountain in Lenormand is about having a higher perspective and being able to see the whole picture. It can be about overcoming obstacles, but I'm not feeling that as I look at these cards today. That moon there is also intuitive, so I feel we're bringing the depth of our intuitive wisdom to a great spiritual height for ourselves today. All right, let's see how that connects to the rest of the reading. We're using the Mythic Tarot, if I didn't say that already. This is not a beginner deck, by the way. For those of you who I so appreciate asking about the decks that get used here on the channel, this is not a beginner deck. This is one you put under your pillow and sleep with for a while and learn it by osmosis, if you can. But it's based around the Greek myths, and there's a lot of detail to this deck. I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful one for the collection, but yeah, it's a lot. But it felt appropriate for today. Our first card. Nice. There's the High Priestess. You can't make this up because, she's our link to the mysterious here in tarot. She's representative of our link to our own inner oracle, to which we are going deep with here on Whale Spirit. But in Mythic Tarot, we have Persephone going downstairs to the depths of Hades, don't we? But, she's going to come back with some amazing intuition. Mysterious intuition, even. So trust the great mystery is a very fitting message. Let's see what comes with her. Oh, nice. Well, Two of Cups returns again on the first of the month. And this is a card that's been with us for quite a while. You all know it. You've seen lots of it. Here we've got Eros and Psyche meeting for the first time in the tarot. And as you know, the Two of Cups really is about a fair exchange of energy. It's expansion. It's two things coming together to make another thing. And what they're making here, what Eros and Psyche are making here, is a higher love. She brings a touch of humanity to the divine immortal, and he brings a touch of immortal to humanity, and they bring their sensual to the spiritual, therefore creating a much higher love. And this could be seen as an evolution within our own selves, within self-relationship. And you know how that upgrades absolutely every aspect of our life. So this process may seem a bit mysterious to us as we plumb the depths of our own inner knowing, our own inner oracle, and then bring all of that to a higher perspective, again, creating a higher love for us to celebrate within our vision and the intention we have for the development of our own foundation within our sphere of influence. Whoa. Yeah, rewind and play that one back. Right. Now we have the Tower. Well, it's a heavy Tower week, isn't it? The other day we had the Tower twice over in a reading. One crumbling, one nice and strong. Ooh, nice. The wind just kicked up. It is blazing hot right now, and the wind just kicked up and I can smell the rain on it, so woohoo. I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, we've got Poseidon on this card holding a trident, which is aimed at the Tower, which represents the labyrinth that is coming down within this Greek myth, this Greek story. Now, this Tower is representative of a structure that no longer serves or supports. We always talk about that when we see the Tower, because as we are in development and evolution for ourselves, our foundation will require upgrade to support the new experiences we are having, in the way our soulful presence and conscious waking awareness come together and are expressed here. So you need a very solid place from which to broadcast all of that. And that means that a tower may have to come down from time to time. Okay. I just had a thought that it escaped me. Oh, maybe it'll return. Let's see what else is in the cards for us. We're going to clarify our High Priestess. Oh, with the Fool. Yeah, completely new territory for us. And, the Fool is about taking a leap of faith and having no care whatsoever of the consequences, because the faith is so deep in the divine. So here we are creating a higher love for our own selves and self-relationship, which means that we have a whole lot of faith in divine order, and we trust our ability to create a very solid foundation and go after what isn't so solid and reconstruct it, right? So we do have to trust the mystery, but we've been around the block a time or two here, so we can take the approach of the Fool, represented by Dionysus here in the Greek tarot, and we can take the leap of faith. And it always looks as though he is going to step off the cliff. And, the presumption there is that it's really dangerous, that harm will befall him. Though the Fool has such faith in the divine that he can take that leap. Because this higher love, this desire to create more, to elevate, or even to ascend. We talked about it the other day, moving from a 3D earthly perspective to a 5D ascended perspective. I feel the Fool has that. And I also, because we see the Fool often enough in readings, I also feel compelled to ask, how foolish is the Fool? And to my way of sensing, feeling, perceiving, the Fool is absolutely no fool at all. He's been through the major arcana countless times. We talked about this the other day. And perhaps that measure of experience, let's go back to June 1st. Our first card out was the Emperor. That's tremendous experience. And because of that, the Fool can lean deeply into the faith of his own journey. And I feel we may be encouraged into that kind of believing, trusting this mysterious, intuitive guidance that is inspiring us at this time. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Look at that. Now we've got Eros and Psyche again in the Ten of Cups. Ooh. And, you know, they've got joined hands. Here they're just meeting, and now they've been blessed with divine union. This is a successful endeavor, a successful process here. And you know the Ten of Cups is the Ace of Cups to the power of 10. And that's a whole lot of overflowing love, bliss, joy, and happiness. They both have wings here. So we're talking about reaching a higher perspective of love within self. And here it's achieved in this card. So we run the 2 right to the 10 in this layout here. And we know that there are difficulties. We know that there are challenges that show up, like the Tower here being taken out by Poseidon. But these are necessary experiences for us, because in order to support everything you see here in the 10, and it looks as if they're in a palace, doesn't it? And that tower over there does not look so much like a palace. So, you know, it had to come down, it had to be replaced. But our full faith in ourselves to create that kind of foundation makes it happen. And then, yeah, okay. We need a little dramatic music here. Anyway, we have the Star. This is Pandora opening the box and letting out all the spites of humanity, save one, which is always referred to as hope, or the Star of Hope. And another thing about this deck, they talk about hope versus blind hope. The hope they're talking about here in the Star is, you know, being willing to take action on what you're holding faith for. And we do. Obviously we do. It's in this reading. So when a tower comes down, we go back to the drawing board, don't we? And we start rebuilding. We rebuild anew. And we have a completely different perspective, and we have a whole lot more experience, don't we? And we apply that, we leverage that to the experience. So the Tower comes before the Star chronologically in tarot, and you're seeing a positive result here. So trust your intuitive knowing, trust your experience, lean very deeply into the mysterious unknown, have faith for what will rise out of that. It will be coming in an inspirational way through our intuition today. We'll have a much higher view, a much higher perspective with our vision for our foundation and our sphere of influence. Ooh, gosh, do we even want to look into the unseen at this point with the cards, right? The Strength card. Ooh. That's Hercules conquering the Nemean lion, if I have the story correct. But you know, what I see here looking at the card is it's not so much a conquering of the lion. You know, in tarot, strength is reaching an accord. You know, one's not trying to diminish the other, and the person on the card is not really trying to tame the lion, to take the wild from it. And I feel that that in itself is a leap of faith for us in our journey. Most inspiration comes out of our wild, free-spirited, untamed nature anyway. And it's that energy that propels us forward with our vision, with our intention to create this kind of loving palace here that we see on the Ten of Cups, to live this kind of overflowing of bliss, joy, and happiness. And you can't take the wild out of that. You cannot tame that energy. And I feel that the Strength card here is not only motion, momentum, because all eights in tarot are motion and momentum. It is movement. It's positive movement forward. But I feel that this is us really honoring our wild, free spirit, knowing that it must remain alive, intact, and thriving as we do all of this creating here that we see in the cards. Next, Three of Pentacles. Nice. You know, all the threes in tarots are about reward. I know, even the difficult ones are about reward. And they're a sign of early reward and promise of more as we continue to invest. So we're seeing here in the Three of Pentacles, I think this is Daedalus receiving resources for building more, right? And that's what's going into our Ten of Cups. We're really investing in that Ten of Cups. And we're seeing early rewards for that. So if we go back to June 1st, here to July 1st, we can see that our energetic investment is paying reward to us. Yes, some tower energy may be showing up, but we're in appreciation for it because it can't support what's in our 10 cups. So we have to strengthen that. And then last but not least, oh, we're back with Poseidon. And, you know, he's offering up the Ace of Coins here. This is a card of great love. There's fertility, abundance on this card. We have more than enough resource. If we add this ace to this 3, we get the 4, which means we could decide to hold position here, but I don't think we will because we're being propelled forward by the 8 of, the 8 in the major arcana of strength. So Ace of Coins is such a great gifting to us from the divine. It's like, here, we're holding the door open for you. Yeah, we took down a tower, but it didn't match your vision. It had to go, right? Whoa, that's a deep one. I'm really glad I chose this deck today. All right, angel answers. I think we're about to get a thunderstorm. I like it. Ask a question if you have one. Let the cards confirm something for you. Let the angels whisper a message to you. This card has come up quite a bit recently for us. Peaceful resolution. Yeah, that comes of trusting the great mystery and trusting our intuition, our inner oracle. Having a higher perspective brings us peace. Here's a repeat. I think we saw this one yesterday. Communicate clearly. One of my favorite angel answer cards. It reminds us to check in with those we are sharing with. Ask them if they understand what's been shared. And it encourages us to be a great listener. Perfect timing, divine timing. All is in order. One more. I feel this confirms our beautiful Fool here with his great leap of faith and his total trust in the divine with let go. I'm hearing Tom Petty's Free Falling. That's going around in my head right now as I look at that card. And the Fool. All right, last but not least, our affirmation for the day from the Super Attractor deck. It's good to feel good. Oh my goodness, yes it is. Yeah, do you feel good? I feel good. I feel great. All right, everybody, have a beautiful Thursday. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste, my friends.